y'all. It's Bren, and I'm here with my Bath and Body Works 2025 Candle Day haul. I picked up 18 candles in the store in person at 5 a.m. on Friday, and then I went home and thought about it a little more and ordered four more online because there were a few more that I was like, oh, I should have got another one of this. So I have a few more coming. But we'll get into the haul. If you want to fast forward to just that part, you can skip ahead to this timestamp. But I usually like to talk a little bit about the Candle Day shopping experience first. I would overall give this Candle Day like a B grade. It wasn't perfect, mainly because I was told I wasn't allowed to use my coupon in the store when I should have been able to, but I also should have pushed a little bit more. Um, Sense wise, I feel like there's some good ones in here that I like. So far from what I've burned, they're not throwing that great though. I don't know that any of them are like rock stars. Some of them are weird and gross. We'll get into it in the haul portion. But just kind of overall, I would say it was a B. I've been doing Candle Day for quite some time, and I didn't even worry about trying to shop online Thursday at all because if I know I'm going to go to the store anyway, I'm just going to wait. I want to be able to smell them in person. I want them right away. I want to be able to use my coupons, even though I still couldn't. Um, and I like to be able to pick out the candles myself. With a lot of the online candles, they show up and the wicks are off center or the labels are crooked, whatever. And I knew that with quite a few of these, I was getting them for collector's sake, and some of them I will never burn. So I wanted ones that looked nice. But mainly, the reason that I didn't want to do most of it online is because it's in the single digit temperatures here where I live, Northern Illinois. And the candles show up frozen and the wax is like rattling around in the jars. And a lot of times they're broken. Even if they're not broken, though, they will look terrible. Even when they defrost, the wax is all smeared around. And so, anyway, avoided the online shopping Thursday night. Just got up and went to the store. So I have two stores in my area. One was opening at 5, and then I had a backup option, which was that the one inside the mall was opening at 8. Now, in past years, like pre-pandemic, I don't think they opened at 5. It might have been more like 6 or 7 because I don't remember it being dark out, and it's dark out at 5. But I remember going and showing up maybe 30 minutes early and standing in line outside the store, the line being like down the block. And then when they opened the doors, they would just let in a certain number of people at a time. And I remember getting let in, like I would get there pretty early. So I'd get let in like pretty soon. But by the time I would get out of there 20 minutes later, the line would be down even further, like down several stores, all the way to Kohl's, whatever. And it's just not like that anymore. Post pandemic, every time I've done this, usually I show up and there's like maybe 4 or 5 of us sitting in our cars. And that's kind of how it was this year. There were like 10. There were like I showed up at like 4:50 and there were like 10 of us probably. Um and then at 4:57 they let somebody in, so we all get out of the car and we all start walking in, and I'm literally just having this thought, like I felt like a sheep, like here I am, consumerism, ready to give the corporations my money. Just anyway, but I actually like that it opens at 5 because I'm able to go back to bed. Like if I were just to go at 8, then I would be up for the day. And I needed to go to Chicago with some friends on Friday night, so I wanted to go home and get some more sleep and go back to bed, which I did do. Plus, at 5, it is only the hardcore candle people. Like if we're there at 5, like we are on a mission. And so I kind of like that it's just the 10 of us, right? A couple sales associates. It was pretty laid back in the store at that time. So I kind of like that it's like basically it opens in the middle of the night, right? um, I will say this too. I'm really glad that they did not do a slow rollout of the collections this year, because the past couple of years they'll have a couple collections that are coming out like when it starts, that they'll set out the night before, but then they will like hold back some other collections for Saturday morning or whenever the shelves get empty. And last year I went at like 5 a.m., got the first wave, then I went back to that store at 2 p.m. and I had missed the second wave. They told me that they put it out around 10 and it sold out by noon. So the only way to get all the candles you wanted was to like stalk the store. Like, I don't know, should I just get some snacks and sit in the corner, Um, So I didn't like that at all. They did not do that this year. Everything that was new that was coming out, because I was always like, if you want to hold back your frosted cranberries and stuff. Fill the shelves with those later. You know what I mean? But let me get the new things, because I find that I am there to get the new candles. I am not there for the price. I would rather buy these candles for $12.95 or like a regular sale on a regular day than have to go at 5 a.m. I am not there for the price, but I am there for the new candles and knowing that I have to get them that day because they're going to sell out. I think that's not what most people are doing, because there was one year that me and this one other lady made a beeline for the French baguette when that was like the candle day candle. But most of the time, like with these 10 people Friday, I am the only one immediately going to the new candles and being like, where is Pizza Ranch? Everyone else, they are there because they are getting their 15 tis the seasons. They have been waiting to stock up on Marshmallow Fireside or whatever for this day. They're there for the price. I'm there for the new. So anyway, but basically I got all my candles, and because the store wasn't that crowded, I took, I was probably in there 20 to 25 minutes maybe. Took some time, made some decisions. And the girl at the front of the store had asked me, like, do you have any coupons today? And I was like, yeah, I've got 10 off and free body care items. She's like, oh, cool. So I thought it was weird when I went up to check out, and the gal at the checkout counter might have been holiday help or new, because she looks at the first coupon kind of skeptically, the free body care item, but she scans it, and then she rings up all the candles, and then she picks up the 10 off 40 and goes, I don't think this is going to work, because you can't use it on candle day. And I had two different things in my mouth. I wanted to be like, can you just try it anyway? But I didn't want to get her in trouble. And I also wanted to be like, well, the girl at the front said I could, but I didn't want to be a Karen. And I was like, it's 5 in the morning. So I'm just kind of confused. And before I even decided what to say, she goes, see, now she's still holding the coupon. So I can't really read it, but I do see that it says right on there, like, can't be used on candle day. So I was just like, oh, and I knew some people were using their coupons in the store from Instagram and stuff, but I was like, well, I guess my coupon you can't. So I was just like, oh, okay. And I just took it back from her and left. And there were people behind me and stuff. But then I got home, and when I posted, like, so many of you were telling me on Instagram, like, you should have been able to use it. It says online only. And then a girl that I know that works at that store DM'd me and was like, were you at my store? You should have been able to use your coupons. So I went and looked at the coupon, and yeah, it says online only, cannot be combined with candle day. Now, I get that that's got to be in the fine print on the back, but I hate that they just put it like right on the front, because it was really confusing. It's only $10. I literally had the thought of like, well, I could go back and buy 5 more with the coupon and then return 5 from the original receipt. And then I stopped myself and I was like, Bren, is that worth $10? Calm down. It's not like it was a 20% off. That would have been a different story. But anyway, the shopping experience was fine. And then when I put in my online order around like 6 a.m. Friday, after I got home and I had some thoughts, um, that was very easy. I didn't have to be in like a virtual line or anything at that time. And they still had everything that I was looking for. And it seemed like they still had most of everything. Now, today is Sunday. And surprisingly, they still have the sale going on online. Like, there's still candles, but it's not like most of the new ones are not in stock on the website anymore. But like some of them are. Some of the Sunday collection and stuff like was still available online today. So that's like new. It used to be that the online sale would be like Thursday night, and like Friday by noon, it was like sold out. Go to a store. But anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about that, about the shopping experience. We'll see how my online order shows up, and if any of them are broken, or what they look like, we'll find out. Um, but let's get into it. Let's get into the haul. So, like I said, I was the only person who was like, where's that Pizza Ranch candle? I like weird candles, and I kind of thought to myself, maybe I'll get 2 of each from this food mashup collection. I like to have one to burn and one to keep like unburned in my collection. And the weird candles are fun. I find that men, when they find out I collect candles, a lot of times will be like, what's the weirdest one you have? And I used to say, oh, I've got one that smells like sriracha. And then I was like, oh, I've got a pizzeria candle, and I have the Thanksgiving turkey and gravy candle too. And sometimes, I just have one of those. Sometimes I wish I'd gotten two so I could burn one once just to know what it smells like burning. So I kind of thought maybe I'll get a couple of each. When I heard they had a chips and salsa candle, I thought to myself, that's got to smell like hot vomit. Like, who would want to burn a salsa candle, right? But I didn't know what to expect from Pizza Ranch. I thought maybe it would be like the pizzeria candle, which is fine, pizzeria, which then they did a riff on that when they did the pineapple pizza and just put pineapple with it. But it's kind of that oregano, bready oregano scent, and it's okay. And I figured they would take that and then somehow incorporate ranch, but I was interested to see how they did that. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to smell it right now in this video, but I should. I'm going to smell it one more time for you all on video, and this is going to be the last time that I take the lid off this thing candle. As soon as I smelled this, I almost fainted. It's so disgusting. It's so bad. It's one of the worst things I've ever smelled in my life. Like Roscoe, when he was a puppy, he ate poop and then vomited it on my bed at 3 a.m. And this candle is worse. Like it, I don't know how they made it smell so bad. As soon as I smelled it, even though it's 5 a.m, I don't think anyone in there is wanting to be social and chit chat, right? But I had to tell someone. So I just looked at this random lady and goes, "This is the worst thing I've ever smelled." And let me preface this by saying I'm from the Midwest. I love pizza and ranch together. Pizza and ranch is an amazing combo. If you haven't tried it, you're probably not from the Midwest, but also you need to try it. In fact, just last weekend on Black Friday, my friend Cassie threw a little get together and we got pizza, and you're getting sides of ranch with your pizza if you live here. Like, it's great. So, this is not about hating this combination. Okay, I'm going to hold it kind of far away. I don't think I need to get close. Oh my God. It's so sour. It's so sour. Why is it so sour? I don't smell any pizza or pizzeria other than there is like an undertone of vomit, but it mostly smells like putrid, spoiled sour cream. It's so sour. It's okay. The Hidden Valley Ranch packet of seasoning, if you took like some spoiled, rotten sour cream and tried to mix it in there, that's what it smells like, I guess. It is 100 times stronger than if you actually smelled ranch dressing, like real ranch dressing. I don't know how they did that. I cannot imagine anyone burning this. You'd have to burn your house down afterwards. You would never get the smell out. I guess it kind of smells ranchy. Again, no pizza. Who is going to burn this? If anyone does, you got to let me know, but I can't imagine. It's so bad. It's so sour. Why? Okay, enough of the dramatics, but it is bad. So I immediately was like, only need one of those. Do not need a backup. We'll never want to burn one. But I had to have one because it's super gross. And now I have a better answer for what is the weirdest candle that you have. But man, that's bad. I haven't heard anybody say that they like it at all. Pretty much people are just talking about how gross that candle is. They only had about 4 or 5 of each from this collection set out, and I'm hearing that a lot of stores only got one box of each. I think for this one and the chips and salsa, that's just fine because I think only people like me who like collect and want something weird, we're gonna buy these. The chips and salsa candle, they didn't have it out. So I had to ask, but I was like embarrassed to ask. I was like, there's one missing from this. Do you have the chips and salsa? Like, I'm just curious. Like, I had to justify, like, I'm not that weird. I don't actually want this candle, but I do. So they were like, oh, yeah, we should have that one out. And they went in the back and they got it for me. It's also horrific. I would say kind of realistic, but just like with the ranch, it smells stronger than if you actually had chips and salsa and you smelled them. And I know I don't have to put this one that close to smell it. Ugh. Oh God, it's so bad. It smells like garbage. It's like rotten garbage. If it smells like salsa at all, it is cheap, like Tostitos. It's not like good salsa. Oh my God, a tortilla chip candle could be okay, right? But this, why would you want this? Who's gonna burn this? These two candles both smell like puke, but like different kinds of puke. It's so bad, you guys. Why did they do this? I want to know what the conversation in corporate or whatever in the lab when they're making these. What is the conversation? Are there people who think these are good? Are there people who are like, these will be super cool, people will like them? Or is it a joke? I think it has to be like they know they're bad. They have to know these are bad. And it's just supposed to be funny and weird. That's all I have to say about those. But there's two more in the collection now. These two are okay. Although we're going to get to the pickle candle, which I have other thoughts about. Okay. So in this collection, also coffee and donut. It looked like my store had one box of the other three, but there looked to be a few more of these, which would make sense if they made more of these because this is like a normal candle that people will like. I only got one, and this is probably the only candle that I wish I'd gotten another one. I kind of wish I'd gotten another one, but it's fine. The reason I didn't initially is because I smelled it and I'm like, oh, this just smells like all their other coffee candles. And it does. So I don't need another one. But I kind of wish now that I had one to burn, but I don't want to burn this one. It smells just like Paris Cafe, although not as strong, but in a good way. I would say this is like an 80% strength Paris Cafe because Paris Cafe is insanely strong, like too strong, I think. But this is the same coffee scent that they have used in dozens of other coffee candles. You will recognize it right away. It does not stand out. It's not, so this candle is not, it's like good, but it's not unique. If you have Paris Cafe and some of the others, I'm looking now, let's see. Okay, so like I've got that lemon coffee one that they put out, the number 33. There's also the mashup candle of cinnamon spice vanilla and Paris Cafe, which I thought this might be a repackage of that because cinnamon spice vanilla is very similar to cinnamon sugar donut with Paris Cafe. That would make sense, right? But it's not. It doesn't have like that cinnamon spice. In fact, I'm really not getting much donut from this. It's a little sweet, but other than it just being a little sweet, it's like a less strong Paris Cafe and a little bit sweet. So it probably smells really good burning. I'm not really getting bakery. I'm not really getting donut, but there's nothing wrong with it. It smells good, but it's not unique. It's very Bath and Body Works. And you know why I don't need another one? Because if I want to burn a coffee scent, my favorite one is Fa La La Latte. And I have plenty of Fa La La Latte, and I think that one's much better. So, but the last candle in this collection, I actually burned it last night, and I have to say, I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. This is the only one I got two of. I did get two popcorn and slushy because I knew that I wanted to burn one and then would want to have one in my collection. So this is the one that I burned. Now, this is supposed to be a mashup of a raspberry slushy or blue raspberry slushy and buttered popcorn. And yeah, you kind of get both of those notes. The popcorn scent is very similar to their other popcorn scents, like popcorn and pine, but just the popcorn part, obviously. It's also kind of like sweet kettle corn, but not as buttery. Sweet kettle corn is very buttery. This is not that buttery. Butter's like barely there. So instead, you get that popcorn smell, a little bit of butter. And then you get, it doesn't scream blue raspberry to me, but a berry, a sweet berry scent with it. But if you like popcorn scents, then I definitely think you would like this one. When I checked last, the coffee and donuts was sold out, but I think this one was still on the website. The popcorn, it's just nice. It's nice, and this one was strong. When I was burning it last night, this was stronger than. Unfortunately, we'll get to it. But the Neapolitan ice cream and the rum rum reindeer, which I love the sense of, not that strong. This one was throwing really well. It was throwing really strong. So I kind of like this one. It's kind of unusual and different. I don't think I need more than one to burn. You know, I think that's gonna be fine. But that one was actually nice. So this candle the pickle candle, Holiday Delight, is one that I can smell it and not want to puke. It's not great, but it's not gag inducing. But I still also don't know who's burning this. Like, who is actually really burning this, not as a joke. Like, I feel the same way about this one that I feel about the candied maple bacon candle that smells like dog treats, where I'm just like, it's novel. I think it's kind of gross. I don't think anyone's burning this because it's like, that smells delicious, but I don't know. I feel like if you burned this, it would just smell like vinegar. It does smell like pickle. Like, it's pretty realistic. It pretty much smells like you're smelling a jar of pickles, which I like pickles. I do. But I don't think I want my house to smell like pickles. Like, I've made pickles, and after you boil the vinegar water, it's like, okay, I would like my house not to smell like this anymore. I'm usually lighting a candle to cover up that smell. So if anyone does burn the pickle candle, let me know. It's very salty. So I just feel like it would smell like vinegar and salt in your house if you burned this. And I just don't think that that's something you'd want your house to smell like. But pickle is all the rage. This came out in two versions, the pink and the green. My store only had this pink one out. If I had wanted to, I would have wanted one of each, but I didn't think I'm ever going to want to burn this. So one was fine, and I wasn't going to ask them for another one from the back, whatever. And I think I liked the pink one better anyway. Yeah, I mean it's very realistic. Pickle is so big. I remember like all the breweries are making pickle beer now, and I remember the first time I had a pickle beer, it was like a candle road trip, and I had it in Indianapolis. And I remember we just thought it was so fun and cool and like novel. This must have been like 2017. Oh, it's a pickle beer, it's gross, but it's funny. Now every brewery has a pickle beer. They're everywhere. I'm like, okay, enough. We get it. Enough with the pickle beer. We don't need any anymore. But now we got a pickle candle. Let me know if anybody burns pickle. Like, what does it smell like burning? Does it just smell like vinegar? I feel like that's what would happen. But anyway, I got one because I collect. Now I got another weird one. We got a lot of, like I said at the top, like a lot of candles that I bought knowing I would never burn them, but I just wanted to have them because they're weird. This is another one that I don't think I'll ever burn this, but I just had to have it because I'm a collector. I like the fact that they put out a candle day candle. I kind of like it. Sorry, I don't know. It's stupid and nerdy. But as a candle collector, I like that there is a candle day candle. It's sun ripened raspberry. But the thing is I don't like the smell. I don't I used to like the sun ripened raspberry body care okay when it was out in the 90s and we all used it. But I remember it smelling like raspberry. It also smelled a little soapy, like you wouldn't want to eat it, but there was raspberry. I don't really smell any raspberry in this. This smells like straight soap to me, like bar soap. I, that's all I'm really getting. Me, I really have to think about it before I'm even sensing anything kind of tart or berry like. It really just smells like soap. So I don't think I'll ever burn this. I have never been big on body care turned into candles. I like my fruity scents to just smell fruity. But it's cute and I had to have one just for collection's sake. Okay. Next, another body care candle. Um, this one I got because of you all, because so many people like it that I probably wouldn't have considered it, but I've never burned it before. And I was like, everyone loves this candle. And I have heard so many people say they're so excited that this came back. So let me just grab one. And that's brown sugar and fig. So I burned this last night or yesterday at some point, and it is good. I do like it. It does have body care vibes as well, but I was getting the kind of the fruity, the fig, the tartness. Like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Wouldn't say all time favorite, but yeah, I'm glad I picked one up. I can understand the hype now, I think. But I just grabbed one. This one says from the Vault 2011. So I appreciate the Vault collection, but they clearly did not watch my video about candles I want them to bring back. They're probably planning next year's candle day now. So, hey, Bath and Body Works. A couple videos ago, I posted a video about Vault candles that I would like to return. Go check it out. the thing about this collection, this candle day for me was none of them were old enough that I don't have them anymore. Blueberry sugar is a great scent. I have a ton of blueberry sugar. Vanilla snowflake. I noticed the vanilla snowflake said it was from 2012. I have a vanilla snowflake back there from 2015. I checked. So 2012 must have been the first year it came out, but the last year it came out must have been 2015 or later. Peppermint marshmallow, great scent. Not that old, hasn't been gone that long. I've got some still. So basically, with this returning vault collection, I love the idea of returning vault scents, but they none of them were ones that like I need more of. I had them all still. Like I have these candles still. So I would like them to reach a little further back in the vault even. But this is good. So that was the only one I grabbed from that collection. They also had some like fireside and smoked vanilla, but I just can't do the smokiness. Just can't do it. It's just not my thing. Okay. Let's talk about rum reindeer. I I got 3 of these. I got 3 rum reindeer, and I've burned this one a couple of times now. I'm a little disappointed. I like the way it smells on cold. It's not throwing very well at all though. So this candle is supposed to have pineapple. I'm really not getting that hardly at all. I thought maybe this would be spiced pineapple samba, which was from like 2013. That would be a great vault scent to bring back. That one smelled like a pineapple upside down cake, but like with spices and maybe a little boozy too. Maybe like a combo of like a brandy apple cake and like a pineapple upside down cake together. But anyway, this is not that. And it really doesn't have a fruitiness or pineappleness to it at all. What it smells like to me is it smells like very well done bready dessert. Like, okay, think like brandy apple cake, but like the edges, the crispy edges, maybe, but no apple, no fruit. And then it does have a little bit of a boozy rum scent, you can kind of imagine. So I was into it in the store and I was like, I'm gonna get 3 because I think this is one that I really like. But now I'm considering returning one because after burning it a couple times, it's just not throwing. It has made my room feel like when I had it burning this morning, I was upstairs and I came downstairs. And when I came downstairs, I could smell it, but it was just like vaguely sweet in here. It just smelled vaguely sweet. That was it. So it's not performing as well as I wanted to, unfortunately. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I like it, but it smells better on cold. Just not really that special burning. Just smelled like sweet. That's it. The next one, oh, it's over here. This one, it was cooling off in the corner because I burned it for the first time before this video, and probably the only time. Um, I'm not into cologne scents, but this one did intrigue me. Christmas Road Trip. The notes on this are like bergamot and amber. Yeah, stuff I would never normally like. I'm not into cologne scented candles at all. I almost didn't even pick it up and smell it, but then I did, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like this one. It's kind of smelled like before it was burned. See, now it smells a little different now that I've burned it. Before I burned it, I was like, it smells kind of pretty clean and fresh and kind of weird. So I just grabbed one. And I really debated if I should burn it or not. And then I finally decided I did want to try it and I did want to give it one quick burn. But it smelled exactly like I thought it would burning. When I got home with this one Friday morning, I was sniffing it and I was like, you know what? I was trying to figure out what I thought it smelled like. And I was like, it kind of smells like new car smell. Oh, that's why they call it Christmas Road Trip. Duh. Yeah, that kind of dawned on me a little late. I don't know how many people have put that together, but I think that is what they were going for. I think they were going for new car smell, and that's why it's called Christmas Road Trip. Let me know if you think the same thing or not. But it is in its core a cologne scent. And so when I burned it, it started smelling like all the cologne scents that they've done. Not the super strong ones. This is not mahogany teakwood or black tie, but like they have done other ones like this. I feel like it kind of reminded me of like Oceanside, some of those. But like, I am not the expert on cologne scents. Don't ask me about them. I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to cologne scents, but it was a light cologne type thing. Kind of smells like a guy's aftershave or something. So burning, it was not smelling like new car, but I appreciate that they tried to do a new car scent candle. However, I don't it might have sold better if it was just called like new car smell, because I don't know how many people are going to realize that that's what it was supposed to smell like, if I'm even right about that, but I think I am. It's pretty good. If you like cologne scents, then I think this is a good one. I just don't. So whatever. I just got one. I'll keep it. Okay. On to the last collection. This collection was like, I think the one that like, you know, people liked the most with this candle day drop. This collection, people were raving about it, and it's a cute idea. It's a good idea. The Sunday Fun Day, but Sunday is spelled like the dessert collection, where it's all Sunday themed. I think it could have been fun too if they put a banana scent in here and called it like the banana split collection, but maybe that's for another day. So all the candles are toppings and things that you would put on a Sunday. So sugared waffle cone, I got one of these, but I think it's going back. I think I'm going to return this one. I was hoping that it would be Steve's Scoops from the Stranger Things collection, because as I said in my candles I want them to bring back video, Steve Scoops is kind of like, so it's that waffle cone base scent that they have, which I don't think smells like waffle cone, but whatever. The base of berry waffle cone without the berry. And in Steve's Scoops, they put vanilla with it. And I liked that. I thought it was good. It was that waffle cone scent with vanilla. Blueberry pie has the same base, but then with blueberry instead of just regular old berry, like berry waffle cone. Now, what sugared waffle cone is it's just the base. It is, there's no vanilla like in Steve Scoops. There's no berry. This is berry waffle cone without the berry. It is just the base note. So I don't know why I need this. I don't need this. I'm going to return this because I have berry waffle cone. I have blueberry pie. I have my one precious Steve Scoops. And I like berry. So I'm just going to, if I want this scent, I'm going to burn berry waffle cone. I don't need this version. I don't know if there's anybody out there who's like, dang, I like berry waffle cone, but I hate berry. If so, here's your candle. But I think it's just a more boring version of that. I did not get the hot fudge one because it smells a lot like some of their other chocolatey, syrupy scents, and I'm just not that into those. I have hot fudge sundae back there somewhere, and it kind of smelled like that. I like chocolate scents like hot cocoa and cream, or chocolate bakery is good to me, but I don't like chocolate syrup or when it's too sweet. So I passed on that. I also passed on butterscotch. I feel like they've done a butterscotch candle before, right? Like, right? They've done one? I don't know. I think that they have. That smelled very true to butterscotch, just smelled like butterscotch, but I think too syrupy sweet for me. So passed on that. I did get one glazed cherry, and then I got home and ordered another one of these. So this just, I really want to say they've done this before. They've done a lot very similar. I have chestnut and cherries. Uh, all of the pistachio candles kind of smell like this. Some of the almond candles kind of smell like this. You know, it's that maraschino cherry smell. They've put that smell in a lot of other candles. But I'm also like, have they done a straight up cherry candle like this, like in the summer? Like, I'm thinking like of the cherry drink candles that they've put out. Like, this just feels like they've done it before, but I can't identify what it's an exact repackage of. Maybe it's not an exact repackage of anything, but it seems so familiar. What it does smell like is exactly like a jar of maraschino cherries. Like, exactly. Like, no difference. They nailed it. But have they done that before? I don't know. I bought one and then I was like, I think I would like two. So there's another one coming, but I haven't burned it yet. I'm going to wait and see if the one I get in the mail is like tragic looking. I'll burn that one and save this one. So, but like that's what it smells like, just like maraschino cherry. I also did the same exact thing with gummy candy. I got one and then I ordered another one online, because the reason I only got one in the store is I was like, I think I know what this is going to smell like burning. And I think it's going to succumb to the same fate as a lot of their other fruity candles do for me. It smells so okay. If you're thinking gummy candy in your mind when you smell it, then you're gonna get gummy candy. But really, it's just a fruity scent. It kind of smells a little like pineapple mango to me. There's supposed to be lemon that's listed in the note, and you for sure are getting a lot of tartness. To me, it kind of smells like pineapple or lemon. One of the two is in here, and just kind of a fruity, tropical fruity vibe. Again, kind of like pineapple mango, kind of like the fresh orange candle a little bit. Pick any of their fruity scents. It's not really, it doesn't have that candy smell the way that like Pink Fairy Gumdrop has like that candy, Unicorn Sprinkles that has that candy note. It doesn't have that. It's more just straight fruity. But what I find happens with a lot of their fruity scents for me like this are that, especially when they're sour, and this one is that when I burn it, it just smells sour. It just smells like a sour scent burning, and the fruitiness doesn't translate. And a lot of times their fruity scents will just smell to me like that oily something's burning smell, or a sour version of that. And so I was like, I think this is one of those that's going to smell really good on cold, but it's just not going to smell that good burning. But then after I got home, I was like, oh, but I want to find out for myself. I want to find out for myself. If it smells like pineapple mango burning, that'll be okay because I like that one burning. But we'll see. Same situation. I'm going to wait for the one from the online order to come, because if that one is all like gross looking from being frozen, I'll burn that one because it won't matter, and I'll keep this one nice. But if you want to know my thoughts on any of these after I've burned them a little bit more, follow me on Instagram, because that's where I post all my like post burn reviews and thoughts. But yeah, very fruity, very sour. Okay, I saved kind of the best for last, but I'm not sure anymore. It's the one I've got burning right back there. I got 3 of these in the store, and then I ordered one more online, so 4 total. But now I'm like, I don't know if I need that 4th one anymore because it's not throwing well. And this is the Neapolitan ice cream. I knew I would like this one just from the name of it. I put it on my list and put 3 question mark afterwards because I knew I would like it, and I definitely love it on cold sniff. So good. It smells realistic, like Neapolitan ice cream. You get the chocolate, the vanilla, the strawberry, and even like a little bit of a tartness that you might get from like getting a chunk of strawberry in your Neapolitan ice cream. So it smells so good. But I have burned it like 3, this is like 3rd, 4th burn now. And it's just not throwing very well. Kind of like Rum Rum Reindeer. It is like if I was upstairs and I came downstairs, I smell it. But then once I'm in the room for a minute, I go nose blind to it and I have to get really close to it to smell it again. It smells pretty good, like, but like it's not strong like I want it to be. So I'm sad because it does smell really good. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep all 4 because uh it's just not throwing. But it smells great on cold sniff. To be honest with you, the popcorn and slushy and the brown sugar fig, those were throwing really well. And then the ones that I liked the scent of the most, the reindeer and the Neapolitan, not throwing. Christmas road trip was throwing the strongest because those cologne scents always throw. I was upstairs and I could smell that one burning down here. Um, but anyway, we'll see what I decide to do when I get my online order. I also in the online order threw in a cranberry eucalyptus because I had that one earlier this year, and it is kind of like cranberry woods, but it also has like an effervescent, like fizzy feeling or vibe to it. So I was kind of getting into it, and I was like, I could use another one of those. Another candle that I've gotten since my last video was the cranberry pomegranate, which is also pretty good. Also pretty good scent. But that's probably going to do it for me for the year. These silicone lids, I don't mind them. I don't mind them. The only thing that I don't like is it makes them a different height than all the rest, which kind of messes up my shelf arrangements. But um, I don't know. I've heard some people hating on these. They don't like them. They think they look cheap. I think it's kind of fun to do something different. I actually don't hate them. I think they're kind of interesting. But yeah, sadly for my 10 off 40 coupon that I now still have good through the 24th. I don't think there's anything else coming out. I haven't heard candle wise that there's anything else dropping between now and semi-annual sale. In years past, there always was. In years past, I used to buy a couple extra candles at Candle Day to exchange because there would be new candles dropping mid-December, and they would come out and then they wouldn't go on sale forever. Frosted Moscow Mule was one I remember being like that, where it's like it came out after Candle Day, but then like wouldn't go on sale and wouldn't go on sale, and I wanted it so bad and I didn't have an exchange. There always used to be that one more collection mid-December, and I don't think they had that last year. And no one that I've talked to has heard that they're coming out with anything else this year. So I will just have nothing to use that coupon on. I did all my body care shopping with Milk Bar. I got tons of that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll hang on to it for a little bit, and then maybe just give it to someone else if I don't have anything to spend it on before it expires. But I'm not gonna go back to the store and demand a price adjustment if I really cared that much about the $10. I could do that, but like it's not worth it to me. It's too awkward. I don't like confrontation. But anyway, like I said, overall I think the Candle Day experience kind of like a B. Candle wise, shopping experience in the store was good except for the coupon thing. The selection was decent. I got 2 bags because I bought 18 candles, so they gave me a second bag. Um, but yeah, that's it. So I've been having a good time on Instagram looking at y'all's candle hauls, and it's always just fun to like go and I don't do Black Friday shopping at all, like in person at all. No, thank you. But I kind of like having this experience because you get a little bit of that like fun shopping and communal vibe of like going, getting your candles, and then going online and posting what you got and seeing what everyone else got. And like, you know, it's fun. I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Candles and Music. Roscoe's making noise in the background now, so it seems like it's probably time to sign off. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.